Hey loves, your girl Miss Blue here, and yeah, I guess I'm coming to you with just like I can study my stick. I don't know. I guess just quick little video perchance. I just got back from work, and just just frustrated. So, like I stated, I just got back from work, and there was something that happened at work that just kind of like just made me think. I started this recent job and so forth, and I noticed that people that I talk to, half of them, they will roll their eyes. It's not everyone, it's just specific people. So obviously we have desks. It's like an open environment, so the desks, you're sitting side by side by people, and obviously have people on the opposite side of you facing you, but obviously you have a divider and so forth, so you have to like get up out of your seat and peer over if you do want to see their full face as opposed to just their forehead. And so there's this guy that sits opposite of me, and yeah, I just it was the end of the day, and this is like 3 minutes left, and I had like CSR, call center for now. And so I noticed that well, at our job, it was the last 3 minutes, and the person had walked away, and I just made a quick little joke. I was like, oh, look, he's trying to make time right now and not answer the phone until he leaves. And that's like literally all I said. And then I repeated it because thought he didn't hear me when he was leaving, when he got up. So I repeated it when he sat down, and again he's sitting opposite of me. But I was perched up on my little butt cushion, need that, and I noticed him rolling his eyes. And so he rolled his eyes and made eye contact with the girl that was sitting next to me. And that girl, laughed in response. And I'm just like, okay. And that's when afterwards he replied, in just like a straight manner. But I'm just like, the fuck? I'm like, I was just joking, quick little light, silly joke. I don't understand why I warranted, him rolling his eyes. But you're probably just like, wow, that was enough to like annoy you. No, it's because it's been a repeated thing that happens with numerous people in that office, and I can't for the life of me understand why. There is a part of me that feels like it's because of my semi-goofy demeanor that I would project at work. Well, I wouldn't say completely goofy, I'm just lighthearted at work, It's so serious and just so miserable. I refuse to be that way. But I definitely have I do come off like a little bit goofy, but I've definitely toned down on that because I'm just like, you don't want to be too playful because then people won't respect you and so forth. And so yeah, but some other girls have rolled their eyes as well, and these girls, like, they talk shit, they talk shit a lot about other people, and they just like view people negatively. So for them to do so, I don't really bat an eye to it or give it much thought, because I'm just like, it just reflects on you and your behavior. But when this person did so, I was surprised. But then again, he sits right next to one of the girls who's notorious for rolling their eyes at me more so, which is why I engaged in very little because it's just like, I respect myself way too much to tolerate people doing that to me, and it's like to the point though, like sorry if I'm all over the place, my reaction when that does happen is that I will just I'll just put this just like a little bit down. Okay, that's better. This is my books for college that I just picked up over there. It's in the plastic, but my reaction up until now, when you know that does happen and they do go out of their way to greet me or try to engage me in conversation, okay, wait, that doesn't make sense. My reaction up until now, when they do roll their eyes, well, when they try to do it behind my back, is that I just ignore it, you know, because it's just like you can't. I'm following the whole mantra of like, if you stop to bark back at every dog that barks at you, you'll never get anywhere, you know. But it's like, I know that sometimes you do have to stop and respond to things just to let people know that you are aware of the behavior that they're exuding and that you will not tolerate it, you know. So I guess that's something that I'm still working on, when to respond and how much should I ignore. Because I could ignore all day, goddammit. But the thing is that once it starts eating me alive, which it's not, but it's starting to irritate me more so. And if something is going to start to irritate me, that means I have to respond to it, you know? On another note, like, this makeup, I just got the new Sigma 3D HD foundation brush. This is my first time using it. Like, it applied my makeup flawlessly. I'm using my front camera, so this probably doesn't do it justice, so whoops. But god, this really does look like my skin, but better. I don't know if this would be considered airbrush though, but man, this Becca foundation and Morphe foundation brush, and then now with my Sigma 3D HD brush, like, unstoppable, man. Okay, but anyways, back to what I was saying. So yeah, just very fucking annoying. Like, it is one of my strong pet peeves, witnessing someone roll their eyes when engaged in conversation with me. But it's more so annoying because I don't respond to it. I just ignore it. And continue engaging those people. And that's something that I need to stop. What I need to go ahead and train myself to do is to address it when it does happen. Because I strongly feel like if I were to ignore it once it's happening, more so if it's mid-conversation, then that's going to give, well, I feel like it falls along into the whole quote, like, you teach people how to treat you with what it is you tolerate from them, you know? So if I just fear that if I continue to tolerate this kind of behavior, you know, people rolling their eyes, that is just going to continue, and then it's going to spread, and then more people are going to think it's okay to do so. And I don't want that to be the case. So I'm making it my mission the next time that, you know, I experience someone rolling their eyes at me, if engaged in conversation with me, I am going to point it out right then and there and be like, you just rolled your eyes. Is there a reason for that? Why did you just roll your eyes for? That's so disrespectful. Word for word. I don't care who it is. Bro, let it be a manager that does that. I will still say that. I don't give a because no one should be treated that way, you know? And regardless of the whole, like, oh, you give people respect, you expect to have respect back, that's just decent human, like, just human decency to just not roll your eyes at anyone. Regardless if they're saying something that you find incredulous or what have you, it's okay to disagree, but you should have more manners than to, you know, roll your eyes at someone. It's like, oh, it's rolling your eyes, but it's so insulting. It really is. And I'm not gonna tolerate that shit anymore. So yeah, that just grinded my gears Like my mother, I'm Haitian, so my mom, she slapped that shit out of me real quick as a youngin. Oh, did I stop that? Phew. And I'm very thankful for her for doing so, because it's just like, it just shows that you have bad table manners, pretty much, or just manners in general. I'm just honestly, you know, that's just honestly how I feel about it. More so, like, I noticed that most of the people who do this are people who are just very mean-spirited, honestly, you know, and just aggressive. I don't... Just not good people. I have never seen a good person roll their eyes at anyone. Yeah, I just haven't. Whether it be on YouTube or just in general, a generally good person does not roll their eyes. They don't. They really do not. I strongly feel like people who carry that trait of rolling their eyes are strongly associated with those who are mean-spirited, petty, insecure, and narcissistic. Yeah. Well, the narcissistic one is like a trash, but hey man, narcissism is prevalent, especially in our day and world. But with the other traits, you know, just petty, insecure, mean-spirited, and just being just a gossiper and a negative Nancy, toxic person, those are the ones who are more prone to roll their eyes. Like, no matter. Yeah. And I was gonna say, like, I was thinking about myself, like, have you ever rolled your eyes even when you're angry or what have you? No, I can't. I'll just be like, or I'll glare about or glower or some shit. But I've never felt the need, the urge, or the temptation to roll my eyes. It's not something that's innate or a subconscious thing or a reflex. It doesn't happen. The only time it will ever happen is if I'm zoning out to someone, or I'm zoning out somewhere and someone comes into the zone that I'm zoned out to, and then I'll just go, you know, like, I'll reflexively, roll my eyes to get out of their view, to have them out of my view. That is the only time. But other than that, no, I don't do it. So yeah, that's like just a pet peeve of mine. People who like to roll their fucking eyes. It just really makes me want to be like, I don't even have any words to say. Oh, I'm getting heated just thinking about it. That's so fucking rude and disrespectful. I can't stand that shit. And clearly because I'm getting profane, man. Oh, man. I really hope, like, when I leave entry-level jobs that I can leave this nasty, well, people who hold that nasty trait behind as well. I really can't. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that is my pet peeve. Yeah, that's all I had to say. And I feel so much better getting that off my chest. I do. I feel so much better. So, yeah. Alright, so whatever time of day that you're watching this, I hope you have a good day, night, or afternoon, and I hope you all just really remember to be unapologetically you. Yeah. Alright. Later.